Hi everyone, welcome back to KKB Studio. Today we will be talking about a few things. Number one, let me show you quickly and my workflow. I know I touched on this in my previous video. I think I need to clarify a few things for you. Okay, for those of you who working on a Mac system and struggling to get certain things working, let me show you quickly what I did. Just to recap, to do my screen recording, I use ScreenFlow. Okay, as you can see there at the bottom. In fact, let me show you on my other screen. So that's my ScreenFlow over here, where the mouse is moving. And as you can see, there's a channel at the top, and that's my audio coming into ScreenFlow. That is straight from my interface that I plug my mic into. Okay, so if I go back to my main screen, and for those of you who don't know what's going on here, let me just explain to you quickly what's going on. If I go up here, you will see I have two virtual screens that I'm working with, or I'm working from. I set up these two. Desktop one will be my main screen where I do all my editing and stuff, but desktop 2 is the screen where I do all my settings. So I do my setup for my audio, my input audio, and my output. So go back to screen 2. This is what's there behind the scene basically. So I'm using just two, or I would say 3 plugins or 3 softwares to do this setup. One is my ScreenFlow. Number 2, from the audio side, is my MIDI setup. Number 3, and very important one, is my Loopback audio. Now all of this have to work in junction with each other in order for things to work correctly. If you have just these 2 softwares or just these 2 plugins to work with, which is the MIDI setup and ScreenFlow, you will get recording going for sure. But if you want that flexibility, for example, if you're using certain software that ScreenFlow not picking up by default, then you need something in between to merge the connections, right? So what I use is my Loopback audio to do that. So as you can see on my screen 1 here, I'm using Cubase, and this is where this comes very handy. In my Loopback, you have few columns that you have to do your routing. Number 1 is your devices, number 2 is your source, number 3 is your output channel, and number 4 is your monitor. Okay, so let me show you quickly what I did. In your device, go to the bottom, you'll find a plus symbol. If you click that, it creates a device for you, right? And also link it to a source by default. So device, source, and output channel by default. Now you have to go through this section here and choose what you want as your source and output. So you have multiple choices to choose from. Okay, however many you want to put in there, it's up to you. But what I would say, just be careful that you don't get overbearing with too much signal flow going all over the place, because trust me, it can get very technical. Okay, so let's keep it simple. One device linked into all of this. What I have here is my Cubase, but if you can see, I have so many other things that I put into my source. If I'm doing a recording like now and I want to get sounds from all of these different software, I use Loopback to do that, to merge the sound. So let's just focus on Cubase for a moment. If I go back to Cubase, you can see exactly what's going on here. So let me play a quick preview of a track that I'm working on. In the meantime, I'm going back to screen 2. Signal is coming through from Cubase. Okay, so let me stop that. So the signal is coming through from my Cubase into Loopback, then it goes to my monitor, which leads into ScreenFlow. That's how I get the sound going. I know there's other softwares out there can do, I would say, almost the same thing as this, but this is my preference. And also, I've done a little bit of study on this software, and I do a little bit of matching up with other softwares, and I see this one have a lot of features which other software doesn't have. That's why I'm settling with this Loopback audio. So I hope this makes sense to you guys. If you find this video interesting or helpful to you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Okay? And I catch you in the other video. So take care and peace out, and have a good day or good night, wherever you're watching from, everybody. Stay blessed.